RPM is sponsored by Modern Tyre Service.
Get closer.
RPM is sponsored by Modern Tyre Service.
Get closer.
RPM goes west for the first of two visits to the Quality Hotels West Cork Rally. We look at the World Rally cars, production runners, modified masters and the Citroën C2s on the first day of the 30th anniversary event. It's a special year for a rally that's always been a special highlight of the St Patrick's weekend in Clonakilty. The sun is shining for the 30th West Cork Rally with a full 152 entries for the Cork Motor Club's anniversary event. Clonakilty on St Patrick's weekend would simply not be complete without its Festival of Motorsport, and the 30th festival is really quite something. It was back in 1977 that the first West Cork Rally was run, with Declan Mullally the very first clerk of the course. And the first winner was the Cork legend, one of the greatest Irish rally drivers of all time, Billy Coleman, in his cousin Ger Buckley's escort. Local drivers dominated the early years, with Mick O'Connell and his wife Anne navigating, winning in 1978. With Michael Bones O'Connor taking over the reins until 1990, the influx of famous names came off the Cork ferry, like Andy Dawson in the works Datsun, the late great Tony Pond, whose debut of the Lotus Sunbeam was short, and the Sunbeam was shortened. Jimmy McRae in the DTV Chevette. The local aces like Ger Buckley, winner in 1979, and his cousin Billy Coleman were still top of the timesheets. Roger Clark and Malcolm Wilson were among the heroes, but it was that man Tony Pond who had an amazing drive to break the trend and become the first overseas winner in 1981, followed in 82 by Russell Brooks. And 10 years after its inception, in 1986, the rally was a full international, and a driver of true international standard, the late Frank Maher, took the spoils. It's not just the West Cork's 30th birthday, it's also the man with the mic, Dougie Hughes' 75th. First driver to start, though, is Stephen Murphy.
I just want to put some time in the car, and that's why we're down here this weekend to do that, you know, and try the different things that we need to try.
Making a return 1 year on is 2004 winner Donny O'Sullivan.
Stephen Murphy's got the latest car. He's exceptionally quick in the wet and always have been. So I would imagine Stephen should be very quick. Colin Murphy put some amazing times in Galway in similar conditions. So I won't be disappointed if I have to follow those guys around for a little while this morning.
Local ace Liam McCarthy has a new Corolla, whilst the first of the Welsh contingent in his Welsh Darien is John Dalton.
What an entry. It's if we manage to come back in the top position, which is obviously what we're trying to do, it'll be a privilege, you know, to beat all these boys, but they're really up for it, and we're not going to have it all our own way.
And Phil Collins will be out to beat the Darien.
Is this Marty Escort, is it capable of beating a Darien?
And tight and twisty stuff maybe, but on very high speed stuff no. The car is much lighter, it carries much higher top speed. It's only as high as my knee, so it doesn't drag a lot of air, as you can imagine. And John, as I say, won an event on Epic a couple of weeks ago, and he was clocked at 149 miles an hour up there. You know, it gives you some idea how fast the thing is.
A dark horse for outright victory is Group N driver Colin Murphy.
Who knows? I mean, this is West Cork. I mean, it's one of the hidden gems of Irish rallying. It really is. And last time I was here was 99, and very much a lower class clubman car, and I had an absolute ball. And I've always said I would come back here again.
Owen Murphy is next away, and Wesley Patterson is another top two-wheel drive ace.
What about these Darians?
We'll see if I can be the first one with a tin roof home, you know.
Welsh ace Gwyndaf Evans is another Mark II musketeer.